Hello, I'm Monroe Free, Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity, Greenville County. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the great-hearted folks of Greenville, you and thousands of your neighbors, who've helped change the lives and futures of so many families in our community. In its 25 years, Habitat Greenville has provided home ownership to more than 275 families. Those 275 Habitat homes represent hard-working moms, dads, grandfathers, and grandmothers who have become homeowners, neighbors, and community members. And even more important are the 1,000 or so youngsters growing up in homes of their own, in neighborhoods that are safe and secure. Today, many youngsters who grew up in Habitat homes and took advantage of the opportunities of home ownership are now high school graduates, college graduates, and hard-working adults carrying on the hopes and dreams and values of their parents and grandparents. With your involvement in Habitat for Humanity, we have an opportunity to build and strengthen our Greenville community, one home, one family, one healthy child at a time. To me, that's an opportunity like no other. And here are some other folks who want to tell you about their Habitat experience. I'd like for you to hear their stories.
Back in '06, I had to have knee surgery, and at that time I had to move out of the house that I was living in. We went to live with family.
I lived in a bad area before, in Travelers Rest, and there was a bunch of graffiti that people would put on the houses, and my little boy actually was allergic to the house I lived in. The people that lived there before me had cats, and they had like urine stains and cat hair and stuff, and he got asthma from the house, from all the, the smells and everything in the house.
We were just renting a home and not really having anything of our own. Just, it was always for somebody else, and just paying rent every month. And
lived in a bad neighborhood for 7 years. There was a lot of drug activity, a lot of trash on the grounds, a lot of kids running around, parents not attending to them. A lot of trouble was out there. I had always had a dream to gain my own home, and it took us 7 years to get there. But just living in that neighborhood, it just showed me how much I wanted to try to get my own home.
If no one had told me about Habitat, I probably wouldn't have known. It was a lady that my mom worked with, actually. She had said that Habitat was a real good, for especially single parents, people that are struggling and everything. So I called, got an application, filled it out, sent it in, and they called me.
One of my sister-in-laws had went through the program, and she told me, what to do about getting an application, and so that's what I did.
I like to have my own. I believe in having something of my own. So I was looking around and see what I could get and how I could get them along. So I meet up with Habitat Pod, and I think it was the best to do.
With Habitat, they explained that, you were into home ownership. They helped you through classes, financial planning, give you guidance on how to save your money, pay off your old debts, and work on your sweat equity hours.
I worked third shift for 12 hours each night, so I would go after I got off work. I'd go home, take a nap, and go back. So I was there every day. I wanted to see my house from start to finish.
I worked my sweat equity hours over at Housing Authority, and what I did there was answer phones, done some filing, and I got to know the team there, and I actually worked in one of the houses there.
Both of us volunteered at Goodwill, and he would go in the mornings and I would go in the afternoons, and the people they really loved us, and we worked really hard.
There were 3 families that were working on our house week before last. So, and actually met a lot of people, even my neighbor. I met her in one of the classes. And so I think Friday I'm going up to work on her house.
I was actually able to meet new people, and I was actually able to learn how to do stuff around the house. I know we took some classes that were, we had one that taught us how to do stuff around the house. So pretty much if something tears up, I might could fix it myself before I have to spend money to call someone out to fix it. They'll have something. If I pass, you know, before them, and hopefully that will happen because I want them to outlive me, but that'll be their house.
They will actually, for the first time, be able to go outside in their own yard and play, and I'm not worried about if something's going to happen to them, or, you know, and they have their own space.
We started out basically homeless, and now we're going into a home. It's taken us 3 years, but I know a lot of work, a lot of sacrifices you have to make.
Well, it make me feel good because I like to have my own.
It's awesome. It's something that a single parent can do because you don't have to put a down payment on your house. Your sweat equity hours are what you do for your payment on your house. The payments are really affordable.
They helped me through a lot of obstacles that could have stopped me a long time ago. So I tell anybody, this is the best program around. You can't beat it.
It would be a great opportunity for them to have a home of their own if they're willing to work and to put in the hours and to do everything they're supposed to do, go through all the classes. It would be really worth it in the end, because then they would have a place to live and they wouldn't ever have to worry about moving again.
Every one of the 275 homes Habitat Greenville has built, every one of the families living in these homes has its own story. I wish you could hear each one. I know you'd be inspired like I have been by what's happened in the lives of these families. But I want to challenge us to look ahead. Other families are waiting. Other homes are still to be built. Other stories are yet to be written. That means a lot of 2x4s, a lot of drywall and shingles, a lot of back-breaking volunteer hours, a lot of generous donors and sponsors. The amount of work and dollars involved in just one Habitat home is pretty mind-boggling. But the result, that moment when a family is given the key to their new home and the secure and healthy future that family can look forward to, well, there's nothing like it. Like I said, it's an opportunity like no other. I hope you'll join us in this great work, building Greenville County one home, one family at a time. God bless you, and thank you, Greenville County.
It's mine, but it was given with such joy. The people were really joyful about it, and they were so happy.
When they say sweat equity, they mean sweat equity.
To make it good, you gotta work for it.